Riverflow is the aquatic industry's leading water current system and transforms virtually any body of water, large or small, public or private, into a dynamic environment that provides fun, fitness, and relaxation. Whether you're floating and daydreaming along a lazy river, water walking to increase strength, swimming, or sports training, Riverflow delivers current that is perfectly suited for each user's needs. Our current system adds lasting value to any aquatic experience, and that's what today's homeowners really want. To learn more, visit us on the web at current-systems.com.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of Pool Magazine Podcast. Today, I'm going to be chatting with Jimmy Meese, president of ASP Franchising. It's a pleasure to have you with us today on the show, Jimmy.
That's a pleasure to be here.
So I guess the big talk going on around the campfire right now is about ASP getting into pool construction. I mean, can you tell us a little bit more about the decision to expand into pool construction and renovation? What opportunities or market trends prompted this move?
Yeah, happy to. Lots of things, really. I mean, if you look at just the numbers, there's approximately 10.5 million pools in the United States. And even though that sounds like a lot of pools, really not. It's less than, say, 10% of homes in the United States have swimming pools. So there's a huge opportunity there, right? To dig a hole in someone's backyard and kind of build out their oasis. And a big part of that move is also just some of the aftermath of COVID. We saw that in the pool industry just from a demand standpoint, 2020, 2021, 22, even into 2023, the consumer wanting to spend more money on their home, but also those pool owners spending more money on their swimming pools. So we've benefited from that as a company, but we've also seen, because of that, people wanting to build pools in their backyard more than ever. And we've seen that just from our call volume to our locations. Hey, can you put a pool in my backyard? And so we've seen a need there, right, to where we could come in and fill that need. And I would say, too, for us, we have always focused on cleaning pools, repairing, replacing pool equipment, and renovating old swimming pools. But we've never really focused on pool construction. And so I think it just makes sense for our business model to kind of take that next step and really, move forward into, again, what we feel like is a huge opportunity.
Well, I know your operation has a lot of systems, processes, and procedures in place for the service end of the franchise. I mean, how does ASP plan to leverage its existing pool cleaning and service franchise model to succeed in the pool construction and renovation industry?
Yeah, great question. I think for us, it's just making important partnerships and aligning ourselves with those in the pool industry that can help us move forward successfully into pool construction. A couple of things come to mind. One, from a marketing standpoint, we are pretty strong in each of our markets where we currently have locations from a website perspective. And, when someone does a Google search, they're typically going to look at that first page. And so typically you're going to see an ASP there, America's Swimming Pool Company. And so we know that based off keyword searches and things like that, when a consumer is looking to possibly build a swimming pool and they do that search, America's Swimming Pool Company is going to be up there at the top. And so we know from a marketing perspective, we've got some advantages already built in there. From a partnership standpoint, though, I think it's, aligning with vendors in our industry. One of the partnerships that we're excited about is with Latham, and Latham specifically has a fiberglass pool manufacturing division. And so we're partnering with them with a line of fiberglass pools that we're going to move forward with, and hopefully through some training with Latham and also just some sales training as well. I think that's going to put us in a good position to reduce some of those barriers into the pool construction world. And the last thing I would add is, as I mentioned before, we clean pools, we repair, replace equipment, and we renovate pools. And so from a pool renovation standpoint, most of our locations, if not all of them, are aligned already with subcontractors contractors who could, help them move into that pool construction part of our business pretty seamlessly. And so we feel like all of those things, again, kind of provide us with a good opportunity to move forward.
Now, you mentioned the partnership with Latham and producing a line of shells for ASP franchises. I mean, what specific services does ASP plan to offer in pool construction? I mean, are you guys going to build fiberglass? Are you going to build gunite? Or are you going to do vinyl liner? I mean, do you have a kind of thought train on the types of pools that you're going to build? Is it going to be residential or commercial?
Yeah, great question. I think for us, the easiest path into pool construction would be the fiberglass pool, yeah, for lots of different reasons, from a cost effective standpoint, from a timeline of job completion, installing a fiberglass pool versus, say, a gunite pool, which could take a lot longer before the customer's swimming in the pool, right? So I think there's opportunity there from a fiberglass perspective. But I would also back up and say that we currently have 135 franchises, and 28 of those franchises build pools. And so many of those that are building pools currently within our company, they're doing a mixture of gunite pools, vinyl liner pools, and fiberglass pools. And so really what our focus is here is not starting it from scratch. We already have it in place, but scaling it, ramping it up going forward so that there's more opportunity for, say, the 100 current franchisees that are in the system, and then all the ones that will continue to come on board in the years to come into our system, an easier path for them to get into that pool construction side of our business.
Now, you mentioned some 28 offices that are already doing pool construction. I mean, without giving us a rundown and a complete list, I mean, can you provide some insights into the geographic areas or regions where ASP plans to offer pool construction?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, where we're currently, most of our locations in the Southeast, I would say Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and then also the Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana. Those franchisees, not all of them, but most of the 28 that currently build reside in those two specific regions. And so, I think for us, the goal there would be to continue to kind of expand. We have a footprint in the Southwest. We have a footprint in the Northeast, and that's kind of our biggest opportunity from a white space standpoint as we continue to grow as a company is into the Northeast and Midwest. We've had a lot of growth there over the past couple of years and lots of interest from our owners there to build pools. And so that's ultimately our growth plan. But yeah, Nashville's our largest location and, coincidentally, our largest pool construction company.
Now, this is a new vertical for you, but what qualifications or expertise will ASP franchisees need to participate in pool construction and renovation projects?
It's a great question. The first thing is, from a training perspective, partnering with Latham is going to give us an opportunity to have specific trainings to see, the entire process of a fiberglass pool specifically being installed. We're also partnering with our existing franchisees who build to offer training opportunities for those franchisees that are interested in moving into that world, very similar to a mentor program. And then that way they can be a part of training in-house, so to speak, with our existing franchisees who build so that they can gain that experience, if you will, and have that mentor. The other part of it, I think, is just understanding the license requirements, the codes that may be in place in specific states, counties, cities where our franchisees are. And so, that's another part of the process as well. It's a checklist of items that we'll go through with each franchisee that is interested in building so that they're, again, following the laws of the land, meeting codes, and building pools in a safe and responsible way.
Sure. I know. I mean, I was with Premier Pools and Spas franchise for quite a long time prior to starting Pool Magazine. I know how important it is to be able to have a system that you can reiterate again and again. I mean, how is ASP going to ensure the quality and consistency of pool construction and renovation projects across its franchise network?
That's a great question. So we're going to have staff that's responsible for that from a corporate level to have oversight in regards to those pools as they're being built, especially for any of our new franchisees that are new to pool construction. That's also a part of our program with Latham from a fiberglass pool perspective is their assistance as well. So yeah, that's our goal, is to hold the franchisee's hand. But in some ways, that's what it is, right? Just making sure all the boxes are checked throughout the entire project, all the way until, the pool's full of water and the customer is swimming in their backyard. So that's a part of the plan. Really, it's going to be from a staffing perspective here at the corporate office.
You guys have run a lot of offices. I mean, will ASP continue to focus on its core pool cleaning and service offerings alongside the expansion into construction? Or is there going to be kind of a shift in the company's priorities? I mean, did you guys cap out on the service side?
No, not at all. It's a great question. I think for us, our bread and butter will always be pool cleaning and repair and service, frankly, even renovation. I think those are the kind of things that we're the one-stop shop from, any swimming pool needs that someone with a swimming pool may have. And so we'll never move away from that. I think this is, for us, this is more of just the opportunity that's calling. And again, I mentioned we've got 28 locations that currently build. That's grown every year without really a big push or even a partnership within our industry. And so I just think it's a timing thing for us, right? I mean, it just seems like it's the right time to do it. And so, yeah, nothing will change. If anything, we're just adding a fourth leg to our business model.
Well, I know this is a brand new baby for you, but are there any specific goals or growth targets that ASP has set for its pool construction and renovation division over the next couple of years?
Yeah, absolutely. So as I mentioned, we have currently 135 franchisees in 23 states, and currently we have 28 that are building, right? So my hope is to double that number of 28, approximately 50 this time next year. I'd love to see 50 of our franchisees building pools. From a growth perspective, we'll probably be at 150 franchisees this time next year. And so, that's approximately a third of the company. And then to expand that out a little bit over the next 5 years, what I'd like to see is us even ramp that further along, knowing that we'll have approximately 200 franchises in 5 years. Would love to see us hit 3/4 of our franchisees building pools. So that'd be roughly 150. So anyway, that's kind of my long-term plan.
I love to see big, audacious goals, Jimmy. Thanks so much for spending the time to connect with us today. I mean, I know there's been a lot of questions out there in regards to this announcement, so we appreciate you being on the show to provide some clarity to the rest of the industry.
Absolutely. I appreciate the time as well. And yeah, look forward to speaking with you again sometime.
Well, that's all the time we have left today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll catch you next time on another episode of Pool Magazine Podcast.
Riverflow is the aquatic industry's leading water current system and transforms virtually any body of water, large or small, public or private, into a dynamic environment that provides fun, fitness, and relaxation. Whether you're floating and daydreaming along a lazy river, water walking to increase strength, swimming, or sports training, Riverflow delivers current that is perfectly suited for each user's needs. Our current system adds lasting value to any aquatic experience, and that's what today's homeowners really want. To learn more, visit us on the web at current-systems.com.